Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, sacred flames of the Hieros Gamos Unity Tribe of the Galactic Ground Crew of the 144. Welcome to the first of 13 days of the intense Red Dragon Wavespell on the Mayan Dreamspell Calendar. We enter the central column, the spine of the Tzolkin, as the Rainbow Serpent is activated and the kundalini rises. Tomorrow on the 15th, we begin the first of 10 Galactic Activation Portals in a row. We are firing up in the passion, resurrection, and ascension of our cosmic Christ consciousness. This is the full activation and integration of the highest love resonance in eternity. The threefold flame within every living heart is blazing every torus field, both individually and collectively. As Gaia rises and ascends, we rise with her. We already begin this powerful wave spell with the sun, our Solaris, blasting off 19 solar flares of his surface, and the Schumann is starting to ramp up with a 16 hertz amplitude of resonance and a timeline reset. We are feeling the intensity as all sentient beings are being crowned in our kingdom of heaven, of glory on earth, as free and sovereign beings of the new earth evolution. We are leaving the old false 3D construct behind and transforming third density through the fourth and into the fifth density of celestial energetic resonance of harmony and divine balance. The scales have tipped in our favor, and now we enter the final act as conscious co-creators of the paradise this realm has always evolved to be. We step through the gateway and through the void and 0 point into the complete totality of our infinite multidimensional nature of Buddha consciousness, and walk the sacred red road home to the white flame at the center of the hoop of life. With the power of our almighty I Am presence and our divine will and pure intent, we transfigure and transform this realm into the new Eden of eternal bliss consciousness. This is the final quantum leap to liberation and abundance for all in the new heaven upon the new earth. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. The tide is shifting to wash away all that no longer serves. Today, with this intense wave coming in, we have many powerful transmissions from our scribes of the new earth. We have a very special synchronic message we are leaving until the very end of today's transmissions. So you all have something to look forward to, so be sure to stick around to the very end. And if you can do us a favor, please give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm, so our messages, codes, and keys get out to more of our team of the 144. And now with these intense energies coming in with this Red Serpent wave spell, we had many earth changes and activations all over this realm. We had massive flooding and landslides in northern Spain. There was major flooding in Pamplona, Spain, also in Asturias and Cantabria and Basque region. Our prayers, blessings, and healing energies go to all of our people suffering due to these great earth changes as Mother Earth is continuing to purge and cleanse, preparing for this final quantum leap into Terra Nova Gaia, galactic starship of the Federation of Light. We had many powerful activations all over this realm with 121 M1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours. Yesterday, 7.3 in Indonesia. Again today, the most powerful in Indonesia, 5.5. Earlier today, we had a 5.0 in Indonesia. Baja California, Mexico, 3.9, 12 Divine Goddess. South Korea today, just west of Japan, we had a powerful 4.6. Indonesia with the 5.5. That was at 8:31 UTC. Chile, South America, we had a 4.1, in the sacred Andes Mountains, home of our sacred condors. Iran 4-3, Itzu Islands, Japan 4-5, Council of 9 coming in. New Zealand, Kermadec Islands 5-1, Dominican Republic 3-0, Hormozgan, Iran 4.4, Divine 44 coming in. Indonesia 4-3, Idaho City, Idaho 3-2, off the coast of Oregon again today with a 4-1 and a 4-4, Philippines 5-0. Another activation, Trinity in the sacred portal of Iran with a 4.8, 12 Divine Goddess. And this is in the Zagros Mountains, very powerful portal. This goes back to the ancient stargates. Indonesia 4-8, 12 Divine Feminine, and a 4-9 again today in this sacred portal. Chile 4-7, and Indonesia another 4-8. In the portal of Tajikistan, where the three holy mountains come together, Tian Shan, Celestial Mountain in the north, Kunlun in the middle, home of the immortals, and the Himalayan in the south. They merge together in this portal with a 4.8, another 12 Divine Feminine, 12-12 at a 33, Sandpoint, Alaska, and the crown of Lemuria, 3.7, 37 into 73, Heaven on Earth, Japan 4-9, Greece 4-5, Papua New Guinea 4-7, Japan 4-7, Chile 3-7, 37 kilometers depth, 37, double earth codes as we rise into heaven upon earth. Greece, Crete in the sacred portal 4-2, and then another final activation 52 minutes ago of this recording in Indonesia 4.6. The whole grid again today totally lit up and activated as we navigate through these powerful energies of the Red Serpent connected to the Red Sun. And to our tribe on Patreon, continue this week. If you've started the Red Sun practice, the Qigong, as the power, the energy, the Qi, keep flowing more powerfully from the sun, from the great central sun through our sun, and from the sun within your center, which is one and the same, the 0 point energy. And now we continue with the current Sabian symbols. Right now, the moon is at 9 degrees, 41 minutes Taurus. The sun is at 23 degrees, 23 minutes Sagittarius, 5-5 portal, 5th dimensional energy coming in. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 24 degrees Sagittarius, a bluebird standing at the door of the house. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 10 degrees Taurus, a red cross nurse from astrologyweekly.com. And if we take a moment and look at the symbolism of these two Sabian symbols, we have the blue bird of the wing nation, then we have the red cross, the blue and the red. The blue, the divine feminine, the left path, the red, divine masculine, the right hand path. We have the blue of the yin, the red of the yang, come together in the middle to create the purple, the violet flame. The red and blue of the yin and yang, like the white and black. The red and blue is the physical manifestation of yin-yang. The blue, physical yin. The black, non-physical yin. The red, physical yang. The white, non-physical yang. And together, as they merge to create the purple, the violet, this is the Hieros Gamos, the eagle flying with the condor, transmitting the highest love, the highest light, the highest codes, to all living sentient beings of pure light. Aho. And now my sacred condor pulls a card for you today from the Oracle deck, Beyond Lemuria, from Izzy Ivy. The card she picked for you today, the Trinity, 21, communication, co-creation, nonverbal communication, love language, telepathy, unique ways of communication, light language, multidimensional information, community, coexistence, relationships, meeting our higher selves, really seeing someone, deeper listening. We normally think of information as something that can be written or spoken, but if something is multidimensional, it is almost impossible to share it with words. I feel I have quite a lot of this information in my field now, and yet my intelligence cannot fathom it. Metaphor or song may hint at its vastness, but it is more like a reminder or catalyst that encourages something to stir inside the listener. Art is one way I have sought to share this information. Whatever language you speak, the emotion and message of art and music can be understood. In my healing work, where I feel the energy that comes through hands, there is a sense that my soul and that of the client are in deep conversation. I often feel that I am much more competent at conversation in these realms. My synesthesia allows me to navigate this information in real time rather than having to slow down and translate it into words that feel constricted and dull compared to the vast yet simple nature of what I am looking to express. This is why I paint. A lot of the work I do is in the unseen realm, but I understand part of my role is to bridge these realities and inspire a wider understanding of what is possible. Thus you may notice unusual-looking codes in many of my paintings. I have experienced many visual downloads of luminescent coding that can be simple figures or complex and large enough to step into for an activation or healing transmission. The download experience is extremely blissful, visual, and with a sense of fathoming and unfathomable. When I return to my normal state of being, the information no longer makes sense. People often ask about the codes in my paintings. I ask them to imagine a whole library's worth of information imbued in a single letter, then extending that to encompass a whole sentence. The codes can open us to all that the multidimensional worlds can share. They are portals to the edges of our conceivable realities. I have come to understand the codes are light language and have reveled in meeting other visionary artists who have painted almost identical light codes. As we evolve our conscious awareness, we start to pick up on information such as what those around us are about to say, or that which the universe is trying to tell us. And now today from Divine Brothor of the Light Rick Jewers. Approximately 11 hours ago, everyone entered into an entanglement timeline where events and experiences with your day may not feel like it is in flow. This is normal today. A new higher timeline segment has just been entered which evolves alignment and acclimatization to the energetics of this higher vibratory timeline for every soul and is another precedent of a rapid implosion stage of the old paradigm. So simply you are being adjusted to this new timeline and navigating to align with flow that surely comes for all in about 44 hours. The lethargy and part of the process, and there is nothing medically wrong with you. It is suggested and also encouraged to rest as much as possible, for your absence on a lower timeline allows for the implosion of the old to quicken. A period of density is being applied which will be followed by extreme light infusion to the planet for an indefinite short period. Know the big picture, the divine plan, and the dominance it contains through the Ascension. Love and Light, Rick. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Laura Pleiadian, your imminent transfiguration to the new world. Multiple worlds and versions of you exist now. What we are now activating you through is the awareness that you already embody as the divine cosmic God self. We know this also exists now as you, as we knew you before time, and presently through the heart in the now. We are transmitting to all consciousness beings that are open to receive the downloads, that are literally pervading the astronomical magnetic shifts through the frequency of the central sun. The weakening magnetic field is no mistake, as many panic to gain answers and dates. We activate you to awaken and acknowledge the solid ground you stand on that is eternal. As you literally awaken to what you are and stand in the only true foundation, that is the power of the divine. Through your heart, you embody all that is, as the only true self that you are. Make no mistake, this is the only one true divine power. What you are called to know and be is not for the faint of heart. As the noble ones, do walk the talk, and are being now the only answer to what is, as all now unfolds. We activate your heart now through this transmission, as the one true cocoon of transformation, an abiding place in space of the divine. So that is these perfect moments as they unfold. You release all attachments and enter the final phase of your becoming, so that the ascended, master of form you, cosmic God self you, shows up for you. 144 coming in. As the embodiment you have focused upon for Earth you reveals itself to all. We are with you in this. You have rehearsed this. You know this. We, the Divine Council of Overseers, are simply the voice activating the acknowledgement through your blueprint to you in the here and now. Feel this. As this is as real is. You are the Divine One. You know yourself eternally as that. All will rise in the glory of what they are conscious of being. If separate, then separate. Through the heart, the divine, then the master of form appears. Remembering is the DNA activation of your heart, is the only one filter of being through. There is no other way, beloved ones. The space and frequency of your abiding divine solace and power exists through this. Enter now, each breath, as if the first and last breath, as it is, all new each moment. So when your final breath in your current form transitions to the new earth, your transfiguration will be complete. As the God that you already are continues to be, aware of what it is, eternally and now. In this great love we activate you with the Queen of Light, the Pleiadian Council of Light, the Blue Avians, and many ascended beings from many universes. Feel this, receive, and know you already are that which you desire to be and know. From the newdivinehumanity.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Ramona Lappin. It is done, it is done, it is done. That's all I keep hearing, it is done. We are receiving the most powerful golden liquid crystalline light directly from Source, filling us up and aligning us with pure God Source love and consciousness. A full rebirth and reset of our original divine blueprints with upgrades. A full reclamation of the divine template of the 144 subharmonic golden strands of DNA. A quantum merge with our future self, our ascended self. Golden streams of golden crystalline light braiding these higher multidimensional DNA strands throughout the planet and our bodies, unifying with God's source and all life as one. Divine union within. The Divine Mother has fully returned, 177 coming in, and with it she rebirths the Father and Child, the Holy Trinity, from within her sacred crystal heart, the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine in divine union within, rebirthing the Divine Child as one. As we return to innocence, but with the lessons learned, we now complete this merge, quantum leap, and blending with our future self, and golden, one true, organic ascension timeline, as we keep holding the vision, be the frequency, until it fully manifests no matter what. See beyond the veils that now fully dissolve. See the illusions of this artificial hologram for what they are. This is how we dissolve it all now, making the invisible visible and letting the old collapse by withdrawing it our focus, attention, and sacred life force energy. We keep holding the 0-point field so that the truth can be fully revealed now, as all may awaken from the dream. After all, who is the one dreaming anyway? Let it all go. Any remaining fear, worry, anger, and doubt, surrender to the source within you and let it show you the way. It is done. Eternal love and blessings, Ramona. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. Releasing of all conscious and subconscious fears. We are in the massive wave of purification in the highest degrees as the white flame is sweeping the earth. At this time, a lot will be churned up from deep within you, which needs to be released. Most of this has to do with the subconscious programming and the subconscious fears, as all has and is surfacing right now. The past lives and present. Most of these fears are deeply buried and triggering now, as the shadow of all those civilizations which were before, and the pension of humanity to self-destruct are now surfacing. This includes Elysium, the Wars of Heavens, the Lion Kingdom, Avalon, Mu, Lemuria, and Atlantis. This is because we finally need to release the collective fears, and indeed the collective tendency to self-destruct. More than this, there is so much now surfacing of past lives where we were persecuted for standing in our truth, for speaking our truth, living our truth. All of this is triggering now, as we now again need to stand in our truth and live this. I was guided this morning to share this decree with you, whereby we release all conscious and subconscious fear and fear programming, as well as fear of persecution in whatever form or way. You do a decree once and say it aloud 3 times as if you are commanding an army. In the name of the divine source, God if you prefer, and under the law of grace, I now release all conscious or subconscious fears and fear programming, as well as all patterns of pain and suffering which I have ever created, whether in this life or any other. I forgive everyone who has ever hurt or harmed me consciously or unconsciously in this lifetime or any other. I offer them grace. I ask for forgiveness of everyone whom I have ever hurt or harmed, consciously or unconsciously, in this lifetime or any other. I ask of grace. I forgive myself for anything I have done to hurt or harm myself or anyone else in this lifetime or other. I accept grace. I stand in my power as a master. I am free, I am free, I am free. So be it. From JudithKusel.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Karen Lithica, the future self. For the journey of light comes in many forms. The light turns and maneuvers to reach a point of great realization, the all-knowing awareness of your light stream, to lead you upon a path of light. For the light seeker to reach the depths of your soul, the path of higher light and healing, the endurers of the future self. To walk the path of light and accept the journey before you is simply the path of freedom. We ask you to realize the chosen path is a path only designed for you, to lead every piece of yourself to a moment of greater truth, self-acceptance, and wisdom. May this message provide a sense of hope and deep self-assurance for those who need confirmation today, for the great privilege of living in this now moment as the rapid light acceleration is before you, sending waves of cosmic love, the Arcturians and Karen, from KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Carolyn, 144 God Code. The Divine Masculine is awakening into his warrior of love position. Collapsing of the root chakra attachments and imbalances that kept him from this evolution is happening. Instead, he is reconnecting to his heart and spirit, which is showing him the way to have safety, security, and abundance with his equal divine feminine match. The Lion tribe of Judah is receiving their anointing as divine masculine Christ counterparts today. The truth has set them free from repeating another cycle of karma. All praises to the Most High. They've chosen the spiritual path and divine covenant of the Holy Grail. Today there is a group that are graduating and receiving their crowns, anointing them for the Holy Grail union with the Sisterhood of the Rose and their divine feminine Christ. With today's major victory, the path becomes lit up for the masculine to travel on to union. Divine intervention is helping them to complete these final endings and move forward, more evolved with lessons learned. The masculine's breakthroughs, however, can cause repressed emotions for the feminine to surface and detox. These feelings can express themselves as anger, frustration, burnout, fear, lack of confidence, and self-sabotage. This is because karmic attachments are releasing from the feminine's power center as well today. Observe, release, and seek gratitude that this final show is over. The internal alignment is complete, which is to be reflected in the external world. Your telepathic connection together suddenly gets clearer and stronger. This is a new, renewed beginning of clear, healthy communication together without triggers. Songs and lyrics may be how you two are sharing messages telepathically today. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. May God bless you, from Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Richard Rudd, Gene Keys, Unlocking the Higher Purpose Hidden in Your DNA. December 14th through December 19th, 2021, Gene Key 11, Obscurity, Idealism, Light. Idealism is given a bad rap in our modern world. It is seen as the opposite of realism, and realism is associated with the power of manifestation, whereas idealism is generally seen as weaker. The 60th gift of realism, however, is actually founded upon a magical truth, that the only thing needed for magic to occur is some form of structure and an open mind. This is not in any way at odds with the true nature of idealism. What most people think of as idealism is really the obscurity of the 11th shadow that is unable to manifest its dreams. For idealism to manifest in the world, all it needs is a structure to manifest through. The Gene Key books, and from the I Ching, the classic book of change. Hexagram 11, peace. Unio mystica of heaven and earth, anchoring the light within the body to see the world as it truly is. Light is the unity of beauty. Idealism is orienting freshness. Obscurity is the dislocation of entropy, receiving creation. The intercourse of heaven and earth, the image of harmony. The wise ruler models his laws upon the principles of heaven and earth and enforces them for the people's benefit. If we have the 11th gift or are contemplating it, we can use the beautiful richness of the right brain visions and the archetypes in our life to launch it onto a higher level. That is our greatest gift, to catch others on fire with the light that burns in our heart. Our gift is our heart, our love, our devotion. Richard Rudd, 64 Ways, from GeneKeys.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Lunar Aspects, Mercury in Capricorn quincunx the North Node in Ceres in Gemini. The moon enters Taurus, the sign of her exaltation. Here she delights in simple pleasures and implores us to do the same. A good meal, good company, a walk in the park sets the head right for dealing with life's practical matters. With the moon reaching out to Mercury and hard-working Capricorn, we might be thinking about our financial security, professional projects, aspirations. We're conscious of the tick of the clock and the need to make use of the time we have. Mercury's connection to Mars is friendly encouragement to keep hands busy and the mind on the job. The challenge is that Mercury is also quincunx to Ceres and the North Node, so there may be low-level agitation that what is required from us is somehow taking us away from where we are meant to be going. There's a curious hunger that food cannot satisfy. The heart rumbles, asking for more. Mercury's conjunction to ruler breaker Ixion further antagonizes so that we can chafe against conformity and shoulds. Return to the moon's guidance, get grounded, relax, take your time, do what needs to be done. The winding path will return to the main road. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from 13 Moon Peace Time. The Wavespell is the primary template for evolutionary advancement provided by the codes of fourth-dimensional time. To understand the Wavespell in its entirety is to reconstitute the epistemological bases and categorizations of human knowing. Jose Arguelles, Call of Pakal Votan. The Wavespell or Adventure Spell is a standard fractal unit of measure, a form constant of 13 units, representing a fourth-dimensional 13-tone cosmology or 13 tones of creation. Each of the 13 tones of the Wavespell represents a discrete cosmological sequence which describes a process of ongoing creation. Through conscious attunement to the Wavespell, the self-reflective component of the planetary system, the noosphere, will recapitulate in unceasing waves the 13-tone cosmology of the fourth dimension. Lawoftime.org. Keen 105, Red Magnetic Serpent, Day 1 of the Red Serpent Wavespell. Day 1 of any 13-day Keen Wavespell carries the magnetic tone. Keywords: attract, purpose, unify, action, identify purpose. Reflective question: what is my goal? Tone 1, magnetic. The first tone is magnetic, the conception of the creation process. Her magnetism and receptivity are the inception of the future. The power of the magnetic tone is to unify and empower a realization of purpose. Magnetism is related to memory and also potentials and possibilities. It is through our magnetism that we attract and connect with others throughout the landscape of space and time. This tone provides the groundswell and first step to the 13 tones of creation. The magnetic tone bestows reception from the source of all of creation. Here all things come forth into reality from an infinite myriad of possibilities. 5. Red Serpent, Chik Chan. Survive, instinct, life force. Earth family, polar. Sun, serpent, dog, eagle. Chakra, crown, receive. Affirmation, I am Chikchan, serpent. I am your life force and bodily wisdom. I give to you passion and desire. Power. Serpent is the power of bodily wisdom, which allows us to react without thinking. That is, catching a falling cup or avoiding sudden danger. Serpent is the ancient energy that moves our body. Serpent energy or kundalini spirals upwards from the lowest chakra to the crown via the spine. Serpent awakens the treasures of the body through dance, movement, and sensuality. Serpent teaches us to listen to our body and to enjoy it. I am the flint and tinder of the sacred fire, reads the meditation for Red Serpent. In the great mystery, flint and tinder represent the instinctive combustion that initiates movement in the physical body toward union with spirit. When flint and tinder are brought together, the spark of divinity awakens and ignites the fire of your essence. Red Serpent invites the purifying spark of the sacred fire, the kundalini, to align and integrate your body, mind, and spirit. Red Serpent can help you uncover apparent blockages in specific chakras to clear and align them. If you are working on a process of purification, invite Red Serpent to assist you. Red Serpent symbol is the serpent representing healing and wholeness. Keen 105, Precept 1. The sole purpose of life is to remember God and get back to the soul, that pure place where you can read the inscribed words that God has placed in your heart. Key 5.1. Entry into the force field of Supermind is accessed through the method of Synchronotron. The Synchronotron 441 cube matrix organizes time, space, and synchronicity, plugging it into the circuit board of the Holomind perceiver, the new evolving sense organ of perception. 260 keys to Synchronotron. Key 4.13. Cosmic Cube governs the fourth time dimension. Realization of the Cosmic Cube is a function of conscious willed activity. Cosmic Cube is a function of the third mental sphere, conscious, beta-beta hyperplasma of waking conscious mediumship. From 13moonpeacetime.com. And today from the Tzolkin Times, Keen 105, Red Magnetic Serpent. Magnetic is the name for the number 1, and its keywords are attract, unify, and purpose. It's the first day of an intense wave spell that contains 10 portal days in a row. This day also marks the first day of the third castle, called the Blue Western Castle of Burning. The Tzolkin can be divided by 5 sections. These castles contain 4 wave spells, 1 of each color. This is the middle castle and the most intense, containing the Red Serpent, White Mirror, Blue Monkey, and the Yellow Seed wave spells, which also contains 10 portal days. So what does this mean? We must fasten our seatbelts for the next 52 days. Today is Red Serpent, which represents life force, survival, and instinct. The serpent is the most complex energy in the Tzolkin. It represents transmuting poison, which symbolizes the poison within yourself, which you must spit out. Also, the serpent has very sensitive senses and feels the slightest vibration, which represents heightened awareness. Expect to feel very sensitive and alert during this wave spell. Most importantly, serpents shed their own skin. This renewal process represents transcendence. We can utilize this wave spell and renew ourselves, shedding our old life and embracing a new one. It is a tough journey though, so prepare yourself. Furthermore, kundalini energy lies in our base chakra, which is represented by a coiled serpent. When this coiled serpent uncoils and reaches the crown chakra, it is said enlightenment is reached. When the serpent stays too long in this chakra, and the energy cannot move upwards as it should, it creates too much power in the base chakra, which can lead to sex obsession. If during this wave spell you find yourself feeling frisky, it's time to remember your chakras need balancing. Focus on uncoiling that serpent. The guide today is also Red Serpent, and so the snake leads the snake. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio. Red Magnetic Serpent, 1 Chikchan, Keen 105. 14th of December 2021, attracting passion and life force. 1412-2021 equal 535 equal 58 equal 13 equal 4 55 Liberation Portal. Day codes 14 Media, Publicity, Promotion, Recognition. 5 Freedom, Liberation, Change, Transformation. 13 Goddess, Cosmic Consciousness, Natural Lore. 4 Form, Structure, Foundation, Earth. Month Year codes 12 Acquiring Strength, Wisdom. 3 Holy Trinity, Joy, Creativity, Communication. 5 Freedom, Liberation, Change, Transformation. 8 Infinite, Abundant Source Flow. Keen 105 equals 6 Heaven, Christ Consciousness, Harmony, Love, Romance. A very liberating day of great intensity, passion, and drive to commence our new Wavespell journey. Magnified intensity. Can you feel it? We are getting a huge dose of fire, vitality, and passion as we deep dive into the underworld. Intense, intense, intense. Get ready to go down the slippery slide. Today is Triple Serpent Day, commencing the 9th Wavespell in the sacred Mayan 260-day Tzolkin calendar, and it is by far the most intense of all 20 Wavespells. We have 10 Galactic Activation Portal days in a row. Galactic Activation Portals are interdimensional gateways surging through greater cosmic energies onto the Earth plane. So buckle up and get ready to ride the rockiest roller coaster of the year. If you thought 2021 has been an insane year, just wait to experience what is coming next. Red Serpent promises lots of unpredictable, spontaneous events and awakenings over this 13-day cycle, so release all expectations and prepare for a wild ride. Today is day 1 in the Red Serpent Wavespell of survival, instinct, kundalini rising, life force, passion, and rapid transformation through shedding our old skin. You know that feeling when you are standing on top of a huge water slide, or about to jump out of a plane, or bungee jump off a cliff? You have that moment of overriding terror rising up in your belly, and your heart is pumping out of your chest. Well, that is where we are standing today. We are about to commence a 13-day process of totally stripping away the old you. The intensity and rawness of this cycle undoes us and brings us to a rawness that is akin to a great stripping away, stripped to the bone. Those skeletons in the closets will be revealed. Get ready to be turned inside out and be reborn anew. Special note, on a global level, much will be revealed and unraveled, which is likely to cause shock and trauma from the serpent's actions, so get ready to be the steady hand that calms the rocky boat. Tone of creation magnetic is tone number 1 in the spiritual realm, as we initiate a new Wavespell cycle. Power attracts, action unifies, essence, purpose. Day 1 of a new Wavespell always starts with the magnetic tone of purpose. In the beginning was the One. From out of nothing here one comes, spinning happily, magnetizing all that it requires for more excellent adventuring. Once strong in purpose, all will effortlessly come together. The magnetic tone is all about attraction, attracting everything that you require to fulfill your purpose and your goals. People, resources, relationships, money, support, and all that you can imagine. The attraction seeks to unify all as one. Thus magnetic keen have a very strong connection to source and a gravitational pull to return there and bring all their buddies with them. To join his tribe. Get ready to be mesmerized. Today's question is, what darkness do I need to shed in order to revitalize and heal my body, fueling my passion and future path through unity consciousness? So precious hearts, get ready and be prepared. The more we let go of all that we think we are, the more present we will be for the intensity that will be dealt to us in this coming cycle. Our attitude and perception will determine how we travel through this life-shaking new cycle. The Serpent 10 Gap Day is the most challenging of all the Tzolkin cycles. It can get pretty rocky. I personally have never enjoyed this cycle, as it has always shaken me to my boots, no matter how much I think I am prepared for it. I am praying that this time it's more collective than personal. Yikes. If we jump in first with gusto, we can really ride these waves of fire to our benefit. Be open to becoming like nothing you have ever been before. Open, beckon, welcome, magnetize, pure life force and passion. Good luck, star blossoms, and may the forces of light be with you during your shamanic quests. Safe journeys through the fires of transformation, transmutation, and transfiguration, beloveds. Divine blessings for your sacred journey through the fires of alchemical transmutation. In la ketch a la keen, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 105, Red Magnetic Serpent. The mantra, the code for today is, I unify in order to survive. Attracting instinct, I seal the store of life force. With the magnetic tone of purpose, I am guided by the power of my own power doubled. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. And I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of all of your pledges and donations that we're able to continue bringing these works to the world, so thank you all very much. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Alana Ray, for your pledge and support, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and Condor. I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Odette Werzak, for your pledge and support on Patreon, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and Condor. If you'd like to help support us with a monthly pledge and take part of our teachings and practices and arts on Patreon, you can make a monthly pledge at whitegoldeagle.com. And I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Arifa Gill, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. And we'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Corina Petronella Suchu, for your donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. We'd like to also thank our Angels of the Light at Body, Mind, Soul Coaching for another donation. Thank you very much. And thank you, Divine Angel of the Light, Gulshan Singh, for your donation. Thank you very much, Divine Angel of the New Earth, and thank you all for your continued support. We appreciate and are grateful for each and every one of you supporting us. We couldn't be doing this work without you. If you'd like to make a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal link at eaglelovecondor.com. And I'd like to also take the time to thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork on Etsy. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. And she still has a solstice sale, 20% off until Christmas, so take advantage of that. Now we're going to complete today's transmission and then our special synchronicity at the very end. The first transmission, very powerful, from our Divine Brothors and Sisters of the Light from the Pleiadians. Pleiades 1 Messages, December 13, 2021. P1 calling Terrans for origins recognition. Attention for calls in PVSE-SDE. Artificials are relocated. Soul patterns diminish. Harmonic conduction in progress. MID returns unauthorized. Transcendental views increase. PVSE at expanded level in crossings. Authorized 11. Solaris expands seamlessly. Lunar environment enters into dynamic purification. Ancestral healing continues. Island of Dreams being mapped. Projectors aimed and in support. 94% non-regressive. Island of Integration being mapped. Projectors aimed and in support. 94% non-regressive. Crystal Fleet starts Phase 1. Download Han. 98% non-regressive. Temporarily end of transmission. Pleiades 1 supporting anchoring on Island of Purification. From disclosurenews.it. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. We appreciate you all for coming on this mission of this great ascension. So now for our special synchronicity of the day. In 7 days, in this Red Serpent Wavespell is the solstice on December 21st. This will be right in the middle of the Red Serpent Wavespell. This winter solstice in the north, summer solstice in south, southern hemisphere, is the 0 point energy, which is the still white magnetic light at the center of all things. This wavespell is the central column or channel on the Tzolkin. We can also call it the prime meridian, which is the center line on the earth, which is the 0 point at the equator, the 0, 0. 0 longitude, 0 latitude. So the synchronization at this exact middle of the wavespell on the central column, we reach 0 point on the calendar, and we also reach 0 point within. So this compression breakthrough is simply another sign that we are at the 0 point energy of complete and total compression breakthrough, which is supernova complete expansion. So really feel into that energy of the center of the cross, the center of the wheel, the eye of the storm, the eye of the hurricane. It is the silence, the stillness of the void, and also infinite power. And really feel and tap into that infinite density of the singularity that is at the center of all things. And let go into that feeling to merge with that which is beyond all movement, all feeling, all thought, all emotions. We call the unknowable mind or the unborn mind of Buddha, which is the pure awareness of the I Am presence that is here now in this body, where I always am, the body of the cosmos, in the holographic field of the I Am, that I Am. Have a most beautiful and blessed and powerful Red Serpent Wavespell, and keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step. Keep shining your light brightly into the night, and be sure to make this the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.